Welcome to the Pod American Wasteland. Did you like the fact that I could talk some more without having to go with cutscenes? Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be that lucky this part, because we're getting a cutscene right about now.
Hey man, you know how to get past those cops?
The demolition committee of Project Wasteland has rigged the perfect distraction.
What's Project Wasteland?
A skate club operation that targets large-scale corporations in the area. We're going after this high-dollar hotel.
Follow us!
Well, we have half a name drop at least. Project Wasteland. Anyway, follow these guys and you'll get to do some more destruction.
Here's the plan. We've rigged these beams to fall when they get lipped on. What are you waiting for? Time is running out.
How do you even pull that shit off? How did they pull that shit off? What the fuck just happened? What?
Nice job. Now hit the middle beam and Project Wasteland will begin.
So yeah, all we're doing, oh my god, all we're doing is just tricking these spots and that's it. There's a top beam, but that one doesn't matter.
What the hell? It didn't break!
That was just a test. To bring this down, lip the beam again, then do the tricks I yell out.
I don't know why this bit matters, but anyway, if you do it on easy, you only have to do this one trick, but if you do it on hard, it's free. And I could have done that better if I was looking at the fucking balancing instead of the buttons, but you know, they're so out of the way, it's just bullshit. Anyway, more destruction. And now we've pissed off the cops, we can now finally get into our new area. Except we can't yet, because we still have one more thing to do with these fucking knuckleheads.
Well, you've made it this far.
Yeah? What other easy challenges you got for me?
Alright, Mr. Hotshot. We've got a challenge for you. Let's see if you can beat the skate club's best flatlanders. First up, Ralph. See if you can outscore him using just flatland.
Well, I had to, involve Flatland in this game somehow. So, yeah, it's just more of these, you versus the AI things, and much like the first time we did this, yeah, I fucked that. But, yeah, Flatland's not too great, especially with this camera going on right now, just sort of being weird, and it tried to be cinematic, but it gets in the way. But yeah, it's just wait a bit until the last few seconds and get your points and that's it. It's another one of these ones.
Impressive.
That guy was a punk. See the best you got?
You think I'd waste our best guy on you? Get a grip. Next up is Josh. He's a more seasoned challenger.
And yes, you have to do it more than once. And they elongate the timer. So, that's great. You're just gonna have to wait for quite a while for these, and then just do the flatland like the last 5 free seconds. Because otherwise, yeah, it's gonna let it going higher and higher and harder and harder. Not really. Also, as you can tell, me using focus makes this way too easy, but I mean, it was like that in Fug 2, so I mean, it's nothing new, really.
Maybe I've underestimated you. It's time for you to face the man himself.
Oh, hell no. Daewon Song? He is the man.
I wish these skate club guys would stop begging me to do their dirty work for them. This is the last time. I'm sick of being trotted out like some damn show pony each time one of you lose a flatland battle.
Just do it. Crush this guy and stand beside us one last time.
Hey kid, I'm gonna let you win. Just try to make it look competitive.
Yeah, sure thing, man. I'll be competitive. Yep. Being very competitive right now. Doing my very best. Just totally not relaxing right now, not do anything, Man, look at him go. Really being competitive right now, huh? Man, these animations are great. Okay, let's stop fucking around. I literally did that on, purpose, so I can just waste the time that they give too much of for this. And yeah, now I'm gonna beat Day One's ass. And it's also a rare sign of a pro, too. So, I mean, I just laughed at a pro, essentially. Then again, this game does not do a good job of pros, as you will see later on in the game. But right now, we finally made it. We made it to our next location. Thank fuck.
Hey, locals only, chump.
Get off my back. I'm just here to see Alva.
Wait a minute. Are you the skater putting together the skate ranch with Iggy?
Yeah? Why?
I heard about you. Look, it's hard to see Tony. You have to impress his posse first. Then they might let you see him.
Huh, great.
You'll do fine. Be on the lookout for cool skate ranch pieces, too. They're all around Santa Monica. See ya!
And that's the end of that guy and his weird, strange opening to Santa Monica. It's just telling us shit that we would already know at this point. There was no need for that cutscene, but hey, there it is. The only reason that cutscene even exists is that we'd have, another story reason to go and do some more objectives in order to then see Alva, Tony Alva, another pro, who is a legend of a pro, in fact. Unfortunately, even though we are going to be seeing him, he does play off a little bit of the story compared to, Day One beforehand. It still doesn't do that much, because it's just... Oh yeah, there's also a tattoo shop.
What's up, Holmes?
This is the only shop where tattoos exist, except near the end of the game, essentially, near the last area of the game. So, yeah, I'm gonna get into the whole tattoo thing way later, but I am gonna show off all of these anyway as best as I can. What's funny though, is... You see, most people who have played this game, in fact, almost everyone who has played this game, would think that, all of these stores would have the exact same thing, Also, if you do a back or whatever, it will keep whatever you chose beforehand for that. You don't have to buy it again, which is good. Also, yes, you can, if you are bald, you can have a tattoo on your head. Also, yes, it is hard to see the fucking sleeve one and such, because there's no zoom-in option. There's no way to actually, look further into the fucking tattoos to see what the hell they are. It's just... The tattoos, I don't mind the existence of them.
Good, yo.
It's just, they're so hard to see, they're not even worth having. And they honestly look a bit shit, too, which is why I never even use them. Like, look at that one. It's just a bunch of shitty stripes. Who the fuck wants a damn tattoo on their arm that is just lines? Like, what the fuck?
That looks good, yo.
Also, you can't even adjust any of these. You can't put the tattoos anywhere you want. You can't, customize, their size or their positioning or what have you. You can't do any of that. You have to live with the fact you have this small as fuck picture just on your arm, wrapped around and looking honestly kind of crap.
That ink, Holmes.
And you can barely see some of these too, so it's just not good. It's just not fucking good. Anyway, after looking through all of these, except for the leg ones, but, I have pants on. You can't take your pants off, so, I mean, that sucks. But I'm going to go ahead and get some clothes on.
How's it going, buddy?
Except, you might have noticed, I'm in the same shop as usual. I'm back in Hollywood. I'm back in that shop. And you saw there was Beverly shirts there now.
You're going to like that shirt.
This clothing store will have an optional different clothing store, essentially, inside of it. And you're not going to see that a lot. Like, at all, really. This might be the only time you ever actually see this in the game. And it doesn't have everything of Beverly Hills stuff. We'll get into that. However, it does have some kind of shirt, some kind of clothing that I want. And as you saw there, dress beater or dress shirt tee are more so what I'm looking for than anything else. So, yeah. Also, there's a Panda Suit. And what's interesting about the Panda Suit is not only is it super expensive, like $700, but that's an unlockable. You buy that, you unlock it as a costume for your creator skater in any mode. Now, does that apply to all of these as well? I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't actually say so. But we'll get into that later on, and we will buy that Panda Suit way later on. Not now, though, because you don't want to buy too much in this game. You don't want to pay for too much. You want to make sure you have a good amount of money in your fucking wallet right now, because otherwise, this game is going to fuck you in sick mode. Because you need a certain amount, and quite a big certain amount, in order to take care of this shit. And all I'm really doing is the graffiti and all the bike stuff. Sure, I did one of the money ones, and I'll end up doing it again later on, but ah, man, like, when we get into that shit, it's just gonna get real dumb. Also, socks don't exist. I don't know why they don't exist, they just don't exist. Anyway, before we move on, I'm gonna just shut myself up and let you enjoy this.
Shake that ass. Electro. Always hard. Never soft. Move that thing. Electro. Move that thing. Electro. Make the beat bounce. Let me see you move. Make the beat bounce. Let me see you move. Shake that ass. Electro. Shake that ass. Electro.
Yep. In case you're wondering, this and another one later on over there, Santa Monica is the only place where it has something like that. No other place has these things. And they just exist here as like a goofy little thing. And it's just kind of weird. Oh yeah, by the way, the stats. I will end up getting full stats in this part, don't worry. But, you're noticing right now that with these stats, I'm doing ones for stat points I'm already filled in. So I end up getting, like, 0 in things, like the lip stuff. I'll actually get 1 in lip, but, you know, I did get a 0 beforehand with the manual one. Yeah, we're gonna get into what's up with the fucking challenges here and such later on, because the stat challenges here really suck. But first, Mindy's here for some reason. I'll talk to her.
Hey there.
Hey, you following me?
Maybe, maybe not. Or maybe I'm just scoping out new stuff we can get for the skate ranch.
See anything you like?
Yeah, I see something. That shark head over there.
Oh, that, yeah, oh yeah, no, I saw that too. That'd be righteous if we could finagle that thing.
Yeah, it would. You should use that kicker next to me to acid drop on top of the head to get it loose.
Look at you all busting out the skater lingo.
Don't forget who styled you out with half the tricks you know. Now get your cocky butt up there.
Yeah, cocky. That's totally how you explain what this character's like.
Now stall on the nose a few times. I can see it breaking away.
And now we get to use the stall ability a few times, except, yeah, the way this is lined up doesn't quite work right. Like you saw I tried there, but as you can tell, it's just really, it doesn't work right. In fact, I very rarely ever get this to work right for myself. Either I go a little bit over or a little bit under, or just straight over under, and it just never quite hits it correctly, and I can't really get it to hit correctly. And that applies to every time I've gone through this in my life. So the best way is actually to just be up here, to just go backwards and do this. Don't use the kicker. Unless you are lucky to get 3 times that way, you are better off just doing this. So, yeah, not a good mission, honestly. A rather shit one, honestly. But we're done.
Shark attack! Good job. Now go look for some more stuff. I'll call Murphy and get him to hook me up with a truck to get this to the ranch. I'm sure he knows a guy.
Well, we got another piece for the ranch at least. There's still more pieces to get, so hey, that's good. But for now, let's actually try and get Alva here, huh?
Get out of here. What do you want?
I'm trying to find Tony Alva.
Oh yeah? Well, your face is about to find my foot, you skate poser.
Hey, man, I'm no poser. I can ride.
That right? Then let's see you stick a lip trick on one of them Ferris wheel cars, ride it all the way around. Then hop off and land without biffing it. Or better yet, do biff it so I don't have to see your face around here anymore.
Okay, can I just be real with you for a second, game? Outside of you just basically taking this from Pro Skater 4. If your way of trying to make my character look less like a fucking dick is by having a character be more of a piece of shit, that's not working. That's not helping at all. Also, I was honestly thinking that the controls were really fucked up here, so I was trying to see if I can fix that. No, there's nothing to fix it. I felt like my controls weren't quite working right for some reason. And also that the game was vibrating on me, despite the fact I turned vibration off. But, whatever. Anyway, I did my trick, which is easier than Pro Skater 4's.
Whatever. You're weak. Dude, meet me at the end of the pier. I got something that should wreck you royal. Ride this busted old line around the end of the pier and back to me. Don't worry. If you fall, you'll just land on a shark or some rocks or some rusted out spikes.
This one's really easy and it will lead you to gain a gap, but I fucked up the start by holding the X button when I shouldn't have, and then I let go, and yeah. Don't worry, I completed on my second try. I try not to let myself hold the X button to the end. Not be an idiot.
Dude, all luck, no skill. Come here, I got something else for you. Ah, man. These nasty birds are more of a pain in the butt than you are. They're taking giant dumps all over the place. I figure since you skate like crap, this is the perfect job for you. Ride that line and scare off all those flying Duke droppers.
You know, compared to the fucking Ferris wheel, all of these other challenges you give me right now are really easy and are just shit, honestly.
You waiting for an invitation to hit this line?
The game is not doing a good job on making me give a shit about these, huh? It's just being a real piece of shit about all of this.
Man, for someone who sucks, you're not that bad. Alva will probably think you're a complete tool, but I'll give a what up to him for you anyway. See you around.
So yeah, that's that fucking boss member done, and there's 2 more to go and find, but first, let's talk to this character here.
Hey man, see that sign? That there's corporate America saying, "Hey little people, come here so we can take all your cash." That sign represents the man sticking his claws in the wallets of Joe Everybody and sucking them dry. That sign's gotta come down, bro, so the man can see he ain't the man. You gotta launch up there using these kickers and get jamming on the tricks I holler your way, you know what I'm saying, dude?
Now, I don't know why we're getting a mission from a hippie. I don't know why a hippie is here. I also don't know why the restart spots are, like, the area you can be in here is so fucking strict like this. So that you can't really, like, use other rails here because there's no real room for it. But, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, hippies. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to bring this up right now, that you get a shit ton of time in this mission. Like, on easy, you get like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But, as you can see, it's super short.
Oh man, you the man!
I will be once I get this sign back to the skate ranch. I'll check you later. Have a good trip.
Where am I going, dude?
Back to the 60s.
Oh yeah, right. Thanks, man. Bon voyage!
And there you go. That was the character, that was the mission. I didn't really like either of them. But hey, we got a construction guy up here, and, you know, I don't think it's the same guy, but might be, honestly. He is the same voice and look and all. His mission, however, is a bit awkward, and I will look into, you know, how you can make it through the awkwardness of it.
Hey, tough guy. Yous wanna help me out and I'll help yous out? I got this freaking idiot boss. I'm telling you, the guy just graduated from jerk school. He wants me to demo these stairs here on my lunch break. So here's the deal. You knock down these stairs here, and I'll get him to that skate ranch right on the company dime.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Here's what you do. The salt air's done most of the work, rusting out them bolts and such. You just gotta clear the stairs and land at the bottom with a big bang. Bada bing. And try doing an impossible while you're at it.
Alright, well this first run is how the game wants you to do it.
Yeah, that got him started, but keep at it. Try doing it 3 more times.
And these next runs are how you're going to be doing it. Every time you try to do this jump, you'll notice you're going to hit just before it every time because you're not quite getting the height and the speed for it. But then you see me actually landing it. All you have to do is try to do a manual down these stairs at least once and then land on the X. If you don't do that, you don't get it because it lands it, but it never counts your manual if you do hit the manual during this bullshit. So you can hit the game that way.
There you go. That thing's swaying more than me after happy hour at the Donkey Punch Brewhouse. Okay, now try one last big one. This time do a 360 impossible over it.
Same thing applies to doing a 360 here. Just make sure you're straightened up for this and you're good.
Look at you! You're like a skating god! Yeah, I figured it would have taken you at least 8 or 3 more times, but you did it. I'll get my boys to back up the truck and take this to the skate ranch. After my lunch, you freaking jerk!
Yeah, my character sure is a fucking jerk, huh? Anyway, now what we gotta do is still have posses right now. So, we have Alva posse number 2 up there, and Alva posse number 3 is way down that way. We're doing this one next because it's important.
Hey man, where you think you're going?
Yeah, I want to talk to Tony Alva.
Yeah, and I want a diamond in my front tooth, but that ain't happening either.
Come on, man.
TA, don't just talk to anyone. You show me you can shred, then I'll see what I can do. Let's see if you can gap from this planet to that one without touching the ground.
Okay, so part of me wishes I could actually do this rather than what the game really wanted to do, because it seems more challenging and more fun for me to go around than grind that way. You're not going to make it, however. So, the way you're actually supposed to do it, grind around there, jump off there, grind that, jump off, then grind the other side.
Way too easy, Sleazy. Time for something more hardcore. Try getting up here, without touching the ground around the theater.
And this one, you could think of doing the same thing you did beforehand, but no, now it's just a complete fucking wall. You can't even jump over that. So instead, we have to go around to the back, and the way to get around that is to utilize these rails here, and then just jump across them there.
Nice work, kid. I don't know, though. I guess I might tell Alva about you.
Oh, thanks. See you around then.
Hey, kid, wait! Tell you what, you reach me without touching the ground, I will definitely talk to Alva about you.
And now we just do the exact same thing we did beforehand, except we start by using that grind first, and then we do the exact same thing, and then we use this gap right on the roof here, right over here, to get onto the bottom.
Yeah! Oh man, I'ma call you Gnarly Charlie. I'll for sure put the word in with Alva for you.
Now why was this important? Because now we get another mission right next to it afterwards, which is this.
Ah, yes! New record, I just ate 20 sugar packets. Oh man, I'm flying. Woo! Hey, wanna race around the block 10 times or log roll down a hill or destroy something? Yeah, destroy something. Woo! Let's bring down that roof. Yes! Come on, caveman onto the ground near me from there. Fast, fast, do it, do it!
And all you have to do is get off your board, run down, and jump onto it. And it's so fucking easy, I'm not going to talk for the whole thing.
Yeah, it's breaking, it's breaking!
More cavemans, more sugar! More cavemans, more sugar! Now caveman on this side! Super sweet, super sweet! It's coming down! Yes, it's coming down!
One more caveman! This side, yeah! Yeah!
We gotta get this thing out of here. If my mom finds out, I'm toast. That would suck. Don't worry, fellas. I know just where to take this thing.
And there you go. Another piece for the ranch. So, we only have one more objective to do now, and I could barely see it because, yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff keeps getting in the fucking way. But this mission here is going to involve a first-person shooter perspective, in a way. And you're basically not gonna like this one because of a later mission that comes up involving this sort of gimmick. So yeah.
What's up, homie? I hear you're looking to talk to Tony Alva.
Yeah.
Check it out. He's trying to surf, but some lame valley skags are out there cutting in on his waves. I tricked out that telescope there, so now it's a teleslingshot.
Oh, that's wicked.
See if you can take out those kooks. I'd do it, but I totally wrecked my thumbs playing a marathon session of Thug 2, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Bitch, I've marathon fucked too. My thumb's just fine. You just suck, bro. You just suck. Anyway, this is the game. There's no crosshairs, so you can barely tell where the middle is and where you're aiming. But yeah, this is easy right now.
Score! You just earned some major points with Alva, dude. I'll definitely make sure he knows you broed him out, brah. Since we won't be seeing them again, you should totally take this telescope back to the skate ranch, bro.
Yeah, this fucking thing is going to come back to haunt a lot of players for a later mission. It's involved for one of the most notoriously hard missions of the game. Anyway, we've done all three with the posse, so now we can finally see Alva. And I thought these are the gaps here, there isn't. So let's go see Alva and see what he can do for us to help us out with, you know, getting Iggy out of jail and, you know, fixing the fuck-ups that we made already.
Word on the street is you've been looking for me. My boys have been telling me you're not bad. You know all the latest tricks. But if you can really ride, you gotta be able to hit some old school moves too. That's how I roll. Let's start out by seeing if you can pogo down that ramp between those cones I set up. And don't knock into any of them, or else you gotta go back to the starting line, Chief.
Well, we get more time with the manuals, and I mean, this is really fucking easy. Hold down the X button during this to keep your speed. That's it.
Sweet style, kid. You look like me there for a second. Now try it again, but this time, do a handstand.
This one's even more easier because your wheels are still on the ground, so you're not losing any speed during this. In fact, you're gaining more speed in the end.
Nice. My crew was right about you. You got some moves. And for the last one, let's try something different. See if you can do a bird slide down the entire ramp. But remember, don't hit the cones.
This again just me taking care of the bird slide and not really fucking up on my first try, so, you know, I'm pretty good at this.
Damn, kid. Those are some raw moves.
Thanks, man. You know, I'm actually here to see you about one of your old friends, Iggy Van Zant.
Iggy Van Zant? Holy crap. What's that train wreck up to? Well, let me guess. Dead or in jail?
Good call. He got locked up just the other day.
That's gotta be a record. That guy's a rock star, man. Check this out. Just the other day, I found this old photo of us together. Man, we used to shred this city apart. Del Mar, Carlsbad. That's us at Green Pipes Point.
Green Pipes Point? Never heard of that. Is that one still around?
Nah, it got leveled years ago. Too bad, though, because there's a lot of history at that place. The gnarliest snake run ever. Word is that thing got filled in, but never destroyed.
Hey, I've seen that before. That's Iggy's place.
Damn. If that's Iggy's place, then Iggy's place is Green Pipes Point. I figured it would have been a strip mall by now.
That means the snake run's probably still there. Oh, that thing's gotta be dug up.
Definitely. I know this trippy dude named Mega who works on an oil rig. You find him, and he can help you do it.
I'm on it.
Don't worry about Iggy. He and I have been in more jails than skate comps. He'll find a way out. He always does. Trust me. Hey, man. If you want to get to that oil rig and find Mega, we gotta figure out a way to get you out to a boat. And you see, boats can't come near the pier because of all the people swimming around here.
I'm gonna need something big to get way out there.
Something big? Like that broken down old Ferris wheel? That's perfect. That thing's ready to fall off anyways.
Yeah, but we can't do anything with that old carny hanging around. We gotta lose that guy. Any thoughts?
Not sure. That dude's kinda loony, though. I always hear him mumbling something about the Ferris wheel really being an alien ship, and how little green space people are gonna come take their ship and him back to planet Zoltar.
You know, I saw an alien suit for sale at a clothing shop in Hollywood. I'm gonna head over there to get it, and I'll meet you by the Ferris wheel.
Yes. Let's dig up this spot. That totally won't lead to anything terrible. Anyway, let's get ourselves a gap by doing these grinds here for cross-marketing, and I'm gonna go ahead and get an alien costume. Which, to actually buy it, go in the shirts, and you'll find $150 on the very top.
Nice shirt.
Now, there's a thing to this one, and I will show it off way later on, because I didn't even know about it until way later on. But, yeah, there you go. Also, I'm gonna use the dances here while I'm the alien. There's only 2 here of this guy. But, yeah, we have the alien costume, but we're not quite done with this guy yet. And not only that, but I am missing out on something that we should be doing as well. And, it's not me, you know, going out, you know, skating about some more. No, it's me having to do more of the graffiti guy. Because, remember, we gotta do his stuff.
What do you want to do?
What a great camera angle.
Help me. Think you can throw my piece up there?
I even kind of went through the freaking roller coaster during that.
Nice one. Catch up with me later if you want to do some more art.
So, now we just gotta take care of, you know, 4 more of those, and then we can move on to Alva in this alien costume that we can't get rid of, or even go into any of the shops until we actually complete the Alva stuff. Luckily, we can still do this shit during it. I mean, you can still do this. You just can't go in any shops, that's all.
I'm out.
And, yeah, for the most part, you can see that the game is starting to try and make these harder. It's not that amazing, but, I mean, the game is trying to make these a little bit more challenging. They're still fucking easy, though. These tag spots are honestly just really dumb.
Good job, Holmes.
Now we had 3 of these, we now get another graphic set, which is tags. Tags. I mean, we have been tagging, but now we get a graphic style called tags.
What's up? What's it gonna?
And after this one, I'm just gonna jump cut to the last one because it is, you know, a bit far away from this spot. Also, that just happened. But yeah, after that one, we'll be done with the graffiti stuff, then we can move on to dealing with Alva. Which is good, because quite frankly, it's just, yeah. Now this one's actually really dickish, because look where the camera is.
Think you could throw my piece up there?
Could you even see that? I didn't even see that. I forgot about this spot, in fact. It's right here. But look at this camera angle. You can barely fucking see that. Like, seriously. And considering downtown, considering that one fucking bit where you couldn't even see the one there, it was up on a sign or whatever, you would have thought it was like behind the thing or whatever, or up top. No, it's just right fucking there. Oh, for fuck's sake, this game. Anyway, Alva, what the fuck do you want already?
Classic, man. That carny's gonna flip, but you gotta freak him out, big time. You should do some outrageous grind trick that no one's ever seen before.
Ah yes, create a trick. I think this one is a bit more updated compared to the previous, but it's still just... yeah, it's still kind of shit, honestly. I'm going to show off as much as I can with this. It's not going to be too much, but I'm going to show off as much as I really want to of this. And, yeah, in this case, we are forced to make a created trick. And we're going to be doing that again later on, but, I mean, there is some goofy stuff, there is some interesting stuff. We can do some cheering, We can do all sorts of shit, really. But ultimately, we're not getting too much out of this. Here's Boomerang, by the way. Kind of neat. You can literally just, fuck up the speed, fuck when it starts, You can do it backwards. You can do any kind of shit with it. You have a lot of variations to things. The issue isn't the variation. It's not really like, what you can do with this. The issue to me is how they kept this here, but they got rid of Creator Goal. That's something that I really disliked about 4, and it is the fact that after Fug 2, Creator Goal is just removed from the games entirely from here on out. Despite the fact that Creator Goal really brought a lot of life into Creator Park and such. You were able to just really do so much more with Creator Park thanks to that fucking thing of Creator Goal. And they got rid of it ever since Fug 2. Fug 1 and 2 are the only games to date that have a Creator Goal, as far as I can fucking find. 4 could have kept it. 4 should have kept it. In fact, they should have just gotten rid of this mode, because this mode really does not get utilized at all by a lot of people. It's honestly kind of shit. And they just kept it here, and they added a few little more things here and there. And they used it for like 2 missions. And the thing is, you're never going to use these ever again afterwards. Seriously, you're never going to use these ever a fucking again after this entire endeavor. It's honestly just a shit show. So, yeah. No offense, but we didn't need this. We did not need Creator Trick. Creator Trick fucking sucks. We know it fucking sucks. I barely used it in the previous games. Especially since, in this game, you are even just completely desensitized to using normal special tricks in this game. You know how we only have, like, 2 special tricks right now, and we only got that, like, a good bit into the game? Do you remember that? Do you remember that we actually had special tricks in this fucking game right now, in the story mode so far? We already had 2 of them? No? Neither did fucking I. I completely forgot I even had special tricks already. So, yeah. You're never going to use this, much like you're never going to use any special tricks in the fucking game, because the game desensitizes you already to even utilizing them. So, this entire practice, this entire thing, is fucking pointless. For fuck's sake.
You should do some outrageous grind trick that no one's ever seen before on the coaster, right in front of him. But don't get nailed by the cars, because I don't need a dead alien on my hands.
You get a lot of speed on these grinds, and also this thing does get in your way, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you can easily get your special back anyway, see? And all you gotta do is just grind a little bit of the rail and you're done. You don't have to grind the whole thing. You can just grind like a little spot of it.
Ah! What the? I knew it! They're here! Aliens everywhere! Run for your lives! We're being attacked! Don't probe me! Don't probe me!
Awesome, man. Now that he's gone, there's just one thing to do. Not a spin on that lever there. Then, look out!
Sure thing. All I gotta do is not spin that and do like 3 tricks off of it. Pretty easy. It's the same fucking combination we've done before with the whole not spin thing. It's just, it's so bored. It's so fucking bored. Here's a cutscene.
Out of control. And hey, check it out. Here comes a boat. You should head over there and get him to take you out to the oil rig. I can grab this big chunk of metal and make sure it gets back to Iggy's.
Thanks, man. Oh, that thing's definitely rideable. Hey, I'll check you later.
Later, dude. And keep an eye on Mega. That dude's crazier than that carny freak.
And with that, we finally get rid of our alien costume, and we can finally go to meet Mega over at the oil rig, which has finally made its appearance since the Xbox version of, like, Pro Skater 3, I believe. So yeah, it's been a while. And also now we can use these light bulbs here in order for us to make more tricks, which we're never going to do. And here is the 15th of tricks one, which is pretty difficult, but there is a worse one that I'm going to get into way later on. Trust me, we are going to get into the stat challenges a lot more in depth later on. But right now, with any 15 tricks here, which is a bit tough, which means I need to use the focus here, but otherwise, not too bad. I'm pretty sure I'm near complete with my stats as well. But I am now going to go forward and do some gaps here, because Santa Monica does not get used much after this spot, so yeah, let's just get rid of the gap checklist here right before we end up going to oil rig, which I am also going to do the gap checklist for when we do all the stuff there, because we are 100% never going back to oil rig afterwards. The rest of these areas, we will eventually come back to them. Oil rig, once you do the missions there on the first go, never go back there ever again. But right now, Santa Monica's gap checklist. First of all, go ahead and grind these spots over here in order to get the pier clear. And afterwards, you want to go ahead and do these grinds down here for Life's a Beach, lower. Higher will be done later on, or upper. Then grind these spots here for a gap in time. And you'll get pier clear that way. Afterwards, go ahead and grind these spots for a rail of 2 cities. There's a lot of grind gaps here. Like for instance, grind these grinds here and I'll get a rail of a time and plain railing. And then grind these 2 rails over here on this side in order to get pier drops on my pillow and pier pressure. And don't bail into the water. I nearly did. I thankfully avoided that. Okay, now we can move on to actually, more grinds. Okay, grind these spots over here by the entrance for 1 more leap per man. Seriously, there's gonna be a lot of fucking grind gaps. Get used to it. Like, for instance, grind these spots here in order to get a grand opening. It's really awkward, and you can easily crash that and fuck it up. Be careful. After that, grind all the way through that. Grind up top there and grind on that spot for staying aligned. Great reference. After that one, go ahead and grind this entire railing here in order to get a weird jump for not so infinite loop. And then afterwards, you want to go ahead and do some spine transfers over here for out of the frying pan and into the fryer. Then afterwards, grind this entire rail here and then jump and grind the rail on the other side for Who Needs Snow, which is the hardest one to get apparently. After that one, spine transfer inward or out of it for in and out. Either one will work for you. And after that one, you want to go ahead and grind this entire rail from here around the police station all the way through from 10 to 10. After you got that one, you want to go ahead and do a, transfer over at this spot for above the law. Then, you want to go ahead and transfer, or grind all the way through these spots, window shopping, and shop in trip. After that, you want to go ahead and just, do a bit of a, fucking bank drop there for over the hump. Then after that one, we go ahead and grind this planter here and then jump across from there to grind this spot for handrail plants. You can do it backwards as well. That one was easier to me, however. After that one, we want to go ahead and just grind these spots around here so that you can get Ain't No Bully Low Enough. And, hang on, wait for it. It's a bit weird, this one, though. Ain't No Fountain Tall Enough. And then after that one, you want to go ahead and just do some more stats. Get your stats all the way increased. It's just 13 to the 15. I'm not showing it. Already showed 15. That's enough. And there you go. Full stat points. And that's it for stat challenges. For now. But first, Life's a Beach Upper. There are gaps in this game that don't work in story mode. I don't know why. Here is me doing Life's a Beach Upper in story mode. Doesn't trigger. Now, I'm going to exit, go to fucking high school free skate, be this generic creative skate, go back into Santa Monica, which is unlocked right now, and then I'm going to do the gap again and then it triggers. It never triggers in story mode, it only triggers here. There are a few gaps like this, keep note of it. Anyway, do these grinds here, don't grind the roof over there, grind the roof over that way, for the roof is out there, grind the bowl I mean. Then, grind the roofs here and then grind the railings for coasting along, and then the outer one, the longer one, like so, in order to get shooting for the stars. After that, you want to go ahead and just do a bit of a spine transfer, just use those spots there that are open for up and over the roof, and then you want to go ahead and grind all the way through to that flag, then grind that spot there for flag of tricks. You want to go ahead and use this fucking, entire jump there for merry-go up and around. Don't smash it for anything like that, just do that weird jump there for it. Then grind this spot here and jump immediately from there, from out of nowhere. And then you want to go ahead and do this transfer here. You can do a cheap one for walk this way, or you can be a real fucking man and do it the legit way, like I am. And boom, walk this way is done. And boom, that is the entire gap checklist of this game. Oh my fucking god. And we have more to come next part. But now, we're going to that ship, we're going to talk to the guy, and we're going to find out that even this requires money.
Hey dude, you like my boat? I just started working for Mega driving this thing. Problem is that I kinda spent all the gas money I had cruising for the ladies. Hey, if you had some cash, I could buy some more gas and take you to Mega.
We'll pay for our fee next time in American Wasteland. We'll go to the oil rig then. See you then.